Most drivers have never thought about what to actually do after a crash, and in the first 60 minutes after a collision, the mistakes people make out of panic, guilt, or simply not knowing the law can cost them their insurance payout, their license, or land them with a criminal record. This isn't about blame, it's about what the law actually requires, what your insurer expects, and what mistakes could make a bad situation significantly worse. Here are 10 things UK drivers get wrong after a crash. The first obligation is also the one most people underestimate. Under Section 170 of the Road Traffic Act 1988, you must stop at the scene of any accident involving damage to another vehicle, property, or injury to a person, regardless of who was at fault and regardless of how minor the damage appears. Driving away without stopping is not a civil matter, it is a criminal offence. It does not matter if you think you barely touched the other car. It does not matter if no one was hurt. If damage was caused owing to the presence of your vehicle, the duty to stop applies. The penalty for failing to stop is 5 to 10 penalty points and a fine of up to £5,000. In serious cases, disqualification or imprisonment. Stop every time, even if you think the other driver won't notice, even if you think the damage is nothing. The duty is automatic. Stopping at the scene is only the first part of the obligation. You must also provide specific information. Under Section 170, you must give the other driver your name, address, and vehicle registration number. If you are unable to exchange details at the scene, for example, if the other driver has left, you must report the accident to the police within 24 hours. Name, address, registration. Save the other driver's details in your phone immediately. A photo of their plate, their license. Don't rely on memory. This is a mistake that causes the most financial damage, and it's almost always made out of instinct rather than deliberate choice. After a crash, most people apologize. It's a natural human reaction. But at the scene of an accident, "I'm sorry," or "that was my fault," is an admission that can be used against you by the other driver's insurance, even if once properly investigated, the accident was partly or wholly the other driver's fault. Do not admit liability. Do not speculate about what caused the accident. Do not say sorry. Stick to the facts only. Exchange details. Check everyone is safe. That is all you need to say. Be polite, be calm, say nothing about fault. Your insurers will investigate who was responsible. That is their job, not yours to decide at the roadside. The few minutes immediately after a collision, before vehicles are moved, before debris is cleared, before anyone argues about what happened, are when the most valuable evidence exists. Take photos of both vehicles in their final positions, every area of damage on both vehicles, the road layout including lane markings and signs, skid marks, debris, and the wider scene. Get both number plates clearly on camera. Once vehicles move for safety or because someone asked you to, that evidence is gone. Before you move your vehicle, take 60 seconds and photograph everything you can see. Wide shots and close-ups, both plates, the road. If there are any witnesses, get their contact details now too. They may not be there in 5 minutes. If you have a dash cam, and more than half the UK drivers now do, the footage of the crash is the most single valuable piece of evidence you have. The problem is that most dash cams loop record. They continuously overwrite old footage when the memory card fills up. If you leave the camera running after a crash without securing the file, that footage may be gone within hours. As soon as it is safe to do so, lock or protect the footage. Most cameras have a manual lock button or a file protection option. If yours doesn't, remove the SD card and keep it safe. Do not format it, do not delete the files, and do not let someone else access it first. After an accident, securing dashcam footage is as urgent as exchanging details. Do it at the scene before you drive away. Not every collision requires an immediate 999 call, but there are situations where calling the police is either a legal requirement or strongly advisable. Call 999 immediately if anyone is injured, or if the driver leaves the scene, or if you suspect the other driver is under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If the accident involves injury or damage to roadside property, lampposts, barriers, road signs, and you cannot exchange details at the scene, you must report to police within 24 hours under Section 170. If it's a minor collision, both parties have exchanged details and no one is injured. A police report may not be necessary, but document everything anyway. Injury or suspicion of drink driving, call 999. Can't exchange details? Report to police within 24 hours. Keep the non-emergency number 101 in your phone. Most drivers only contact their insurer when they plan to make a claim. That is not how most UK motor insurance policies work. The majority of policies require you to report every accident regardless of fault and regardless of whether you intend to claim. Failure to report within the time frame specified in your policy after 24 hours can give your insurer grounds to reduce or refuse any future claim arising from the same incident. This applies even if you are not at fault and even if the damage appears minor. Check your policy today for the notification requirement. After any accident, report it to your insurer within 24 hours, even if you're just telling them it happened and you're not making a claim. Driving away from an accident in a vehicle that isn't roadworthy is a separate offence from the accident itself. If your car has structural damage, a tyre that's been compromised, lights that are out, or steering that feels wrong, do not drive it. Police have powers under the Police Reform Act 2002 to seize vehicles they believe are in a dangerous condition. And if you drive an unsafe vehicle that you are involved in a further incident, your insurer may argue the vehicle's condition contributed. Before you drive away, walk around the car, check all four tyres visually, check that your lights are working and check that the steering feels normal. If anything seems wrong, call a recovery service rather than risk it. After an accident, the other driver's insurers will often make contact very quickly, sometimes within hours, asking for a recorded statement about what happened. You are not legally required to give one. The other driver's insurer represents the other driver, not you. Anything you say in a recorded statement can be used to reduce or dispute your claim. This is especially dangerous if your fault is unclear or disputed. A statement made in good faith while you're still shaken can be used to establish liability against you. Direct all communication from the other insurer to your own insurer. That is what you pay them for. If the other driver's insurer calls, take their name and number and tell them your insurer will be in contact. Do not answer questions. Do not give a recorded statement. Do not speculate about what caused the accident. Most people don't know this one, and missing it can mean losing a compensation claim you were fully entitled to make. If you've been injured in a road traffic accident, you have 3 years from the date of the accident to begin a compensation claim under the Limitation Act 1980. After that, the claim is a statute barred, meaning courts will not hear it regardless of how strong your case is. There are exceptions. Children have 3 years from their 18th birthday to claim, not from the accident date, and those who lacked mental capacity at the time of the accident may have different time limits. But for most adults, 3 years from the date of the accident, not from when symptoms appeared, not from when you first spoke to a solicitor, from the date it happened. If you have been injured in a collision and haven't taken advice yet, check the date. If you're approaching 3 years, get legal advice immediately, not eventually. Once the window closes, it closes. The crash itself is the event. What you do in the hours afterwards determines whether your insurance pays out, whether the right person is held liable, and whether you've protected your legal position or accidentally damaged it. If you're involved in a collision and you're not sure where you stand, especially around fault, insurance, or a disputed claim, get advice before you say anything to the other insurer. Citizens Advice, ACAS, for any workplace element, or a solicitor on a free initial consultation. If you've been hit with an unfair PCN or driving fine, there's a free appeal letter generator at zoneappeal.co.uk. This is general information, not legal advice.